Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So if you remember, not so long ago, I did an unboxing video of some fantastic products that had been sent from Beebeecraft.com. I am an affiliate with them, so if you use any of my links, I do get a small commission, but I do put that straight back into the channel, and I am planning a giveaway on possibly a Beebeecraft product, so keep watching. And yeah, so you aren't obliged to use those links. You can just go and have a look at the website. They have got lots of special offers on and some offers on shipping and loads of things. They do an awful lot of products, so go and check them out. But these are the items I chose because I thought we'd have a go at making some cover minders. So I've been looking around at various different magnets and things. I was going to use my glue gun, and then I remembered I've got my jewellery glue, the B7000. Beebeecraft do a jewellery glue, but when I ordered these, I didn't think about getting the glue. I was just had in mind I was going to use my glue gun. But yeah, jewellery glue is really good, quick drying and very secure. So yeah, I thought I'd give that a go. So we'll have a go at doing a few of these. Now I've got my plastic tweezers, because I don't want to be using my best tweezers and getting glue on them. So yeah, I've got the plastic tweezers that come in the diamond painting kit. This one came with the bag that I received, the diamond painting bag, so we'll have a look at that in a later video as well. Now I have got some strips of magnetic sheet. I do sometimes use this if I make a cover minder to actually put them on, because you will find if you get really strong magnets that all of a sudden they'll all want to go bloop and stick together. And while you're doing them, you don't want that to happen, because then you've got to try and separate them apart, and you'll find that if the glue's not fully dry, then you just end up having to re-stick everything. So I do sometimes just use a little bit of the magnetic sheet. You can buy these from craft shops and things. Some people use them if you've got your dies, your metal dies. They use these in like the bigger sheets, A5 or A4 size, to put into folders. They put their dies, you know, the metal cutting dies, onto one of these because it just sort of separates them out. Now these are very tiny but exceptionally strong magnets. And I got these thinking that they would be slightly bigger, and obviously they're not. I think these are like a half a millimetre. Go, I won't be able to see it, would I? Where's my tape measure gone? Let me have a look. I think they're about 5 millimetres by a 2 millimetre depth. Look, it's grabbed onto my my tape measure. So this is how strong these are. Really, you don't need an overly strong magnet. If all you're doing is just literally putting the paper back on a canvas. So when you're doing a diamond painting, this is my logo that I've got as a full drill. You get like a cover sheet over the top of your diamond painting. And this is all sticky. This is where you're going to put your beads. But obviously you don't want to leave that uncovered, because you're likely to get fluff, or in my case, because we've got a Scotty dog, Millie Moo, our little Scotty, you're likely to get dog hair, or somebody's likely to stand something on it, or if somebody puts a piece of paper on it, then it does stick, and that can get pretty messy. So a cover minder literally is when you peel back your cover. As you can see, look, sometimes it just flops back over. But if you've got a little cover minder, a little magnet, let me just grab a couple without anything on at the moment. So these are exceptionally strong. Oh my goodness. Then what you would do is you'll have one magnet on one side of your little canvas there, and one magnet on the underside. Whoops, where's it gone? And one magnet on the underside. Make sure it goes the right way, and then it just holds it back. So what we're going to do is put some little sort of fancy little animals or flowers or whatever you like, so it just makes this look a little bit fancy and a little bit fun. I've got some little Scotty dog ones, look, that I've made, and yes, so all I would do is put the little Scotty dog onto the magnet, and it just makes it look a little bit more fun as you're diamond painting. And then as you're going along and you pull your canvas back that little bit more, you just pull your cover paper back as you're working and going along, and then when you've finished, you just take your cover minder off, your magnet off, put that away, and then that's covering over any that you've not diamond painted. Also, if you're doing sort of, you've done, maybe I've just done the Liz, just done the letters on that and none of it around, you can actually then use your magnet just to actually fasten down. Sorry, that's sticking to the magnets underneath there, look. Oh my goodness. And this just will hold down your cover paper onto your canvas so that you've done this part, but all this part still is sticky, so you don't want anything on that, and that will hold it in place. So 2 uses for them. They're also used as needle minders as well. You know, if you're cross stitching or embroidering or whatever, and you want to keep your needle on your project, then you can just literally put one of these, one magnet one side of your canvas, one magnet the other side, and your needle will stick to this, because obviously it's a magnet and your needle's a metal. So yeah, just a little bit of fun there. Okay, so let's have a bit of fun and let's have a play and see what we can do. So we'll maybe have a go at doing a one of each and see where that gets us and see what magnets we're using. Okay, so we have our gorgeous little gumball machine there. So if you're doing anything sort of summery or colourful, that one would be really nice. So I try and match my cover minders if I'm using one to whatever canvas I'm working on, and I try and have a diamond painting pen that sort of like works the same as well. Yeah. It just makes it that little bit more fun, and it just makes you a bit more coordinated. Okay, so we've got our little teddy bears looking bed, and then we've got our gorgeous fish. I've got quite a few fish themed canvases to do, so yeah. But as you can see, that's quite smallish on the back, so we'll have to see what size magnet we're going to use on that one. Got plenty to do as well, plenty of these. So I mean, if you are wanting to say sell them, I know there are quite a few shops on Etsy that sell cover minders. I'll go to little I'll go to craft fairs and things. I mean, you don't have to just sell them as cover minders. You could just sell them as magnets. You could put a little brooch on the back. I mean, to be fair, some of the cover minders and even fridge magnets that I've worn as brooches. This is a fridge magnet that I've got of 2 Scotty dogs at Harrods Look, and it's got the magnet on the back, and I've actually worn this as a brooch. Just put another magnet on the back of it. It saves putting a pin through any of your clothes, and the magnet does keep it on as well. So yeah, I don't like putting pins through my clothes, particularly if it's something heavy like this, because I find it can just make little holes in your clothes and all that. So I do tend to use magnets quite a bit as well. Okay, so we'll have a sunflower and we'll have a daisy. I may have a look at the smaller ones later, but I've just tipped all over my desk. They've all wanted to now escape. We did have the idea as well, didn't we, of putting them into a circle. Actually making like a little display with the smaller ones. So we could maybe do that. Let me see. Okay. So because I've got this magnetic sheet, I could stick them to this and make like a flower. And make it into like a brooch or a big cover minder. I mean, you don't have to stick it onto the magnet, you could stick it onto card, but I quite like the black background actually as well. And then it is magnetic if you do want to make it into a magnet. And see, take the middle one out, see if it works without the middle one first as well. Let's see how that works. No, it doesn't, just definitely need to be the 6. Sorry, 7. So yeah, we could maybe do that as a little cover minder, put a little glue on that, and then I can just literally cut this out, because it is quite fine and it does cut with a good pair of scissors. So yeah, that's something to try as well. And then we've got our little boggly-eyed ones. These are great fun. Okay, so let's get one of each of these. So I thought tortoises were supposed to be slow. That one really jumped out there, didn't it? And disappeared over the edge of the desk. We've got a fish. We've got a lovely little ladybird. we've got a snail, and we've got a cat, oops, and we've got a pug dog. I think that's all of them. 2, 4, 6, yep, so that's all of those. So yeah, still plenty left over as well. I can see some giveaways coming away with these. Okay, so let's see. These are some new magnets that I've come across. These were from a children's crafting site. These are really big. Look at the size of these. But they still do work. As I say, as a cover minder, it doesn't need to be the strongest magnet in the world, because it is only holding back a piece of paper, basically, or a piece of, well, it's plastic, isn't it? Cover paper. It's only needing to hold that back onto there. So it doesn't need to be this hugely magnetic, this huge, strong magnet. You know, that is holding back. It's stuck. It's not coming off. They're not the strongest magnets in the world, but they are still magnets and they do still work. So, yeah. So you don't need to be using these magnets that, yeah, just pick up anything. Whoa. So I'm just going to pop those out of the way because they really are. They're just going to stick to everything. So these come in a couple of different sizes as well. They are actually self-adhesive. Now, the only worry I've got with these being self-adhesive is the fact that once you've got this side stuck to the magnet, you then end up with that magnet, because they go sort of like surface to surface, and then you end up with a white background, which if you peel it off is sticky. So I'm thinking about possibly just getting some nice coloured paper, some of my craft papers, and maybe just putting that onto the other side on the sticky and doing it that way. I'm just wondering if that flower actually, let's see if this works. I think I'll use my fingers. So we've got to get that exactly centre there, and then we can put these around the edge, and yeah, this will work. Okay, I have been in the past when I've used these, because they're not the best sticky in the world, they're not the strongest sticky in the world, because say they are children's crafting items. I have actually put some jewellery glue underneath, even though the back around is sticky. So yeah, they're not sticking brilliantly onto that, but we'll leave that there like that for now. But isn't that pretty? You know, and even the black background. I mean, you could always cover it in silver, or you can always, I could suppose, just cut it out. You can sort of see the edges, but that's worked out quite pretty actually. Quite like that. And then, as I say, you just literally put the back in on the other side. Yeah, these are going to need sticking as well. And then, yeah, just separates out. So they're easy to use because they're children's magnets. So I'll just pop that on there for now. Yeah, that's not very sticky, so I'm going to have to reuse that. But that is far too big for all of the others, so that we won't be using any more of those. I'll just keep the extra bit out there. Somebody has used like washers, you know, like tap washers or whatever, metal washers, well, around with a hole in the middle, so you could use that. You don't even need two magnets. You just need something that the magnet will stick to, so it keeps together to keep the paper together. I say I've got those, and then these are a little bit stronger. These are some that I've got again from another place. Not the strongest magnets, but again still magnets. They're still gonna keep your cover sheet off your work. And then I have these as well. So we'll have a plate with a few. Sadly, Beebeecraft didn't have any of these magnets, otherwise I would have got them from them. But I have got all the nice little items. So we'll have a plate and see what we come up with. So let's see. Let's just see how sticky these are on the back and see if any of these will work. So let's pop that one on the back of there. Oh no, that's stuck. That's stuck quite well, so I don't think I'm going to need to put any of my jewellery glue on there. You just then need another magnet to go on the back that keeps it. Now these have already got the covers on the back. If you peel these, they don't have, so I've been using 2 of those. Okay, and the magnet will just find its own way as well whenever you put it down. You know what magnets are like, it'll just stick to wherever it wants to stick to. So let's have a look at this. So we want to be pulling our cover sheet back. We're going to put our little bear there, and then we're going to put our magnet on the back, see if that works through. And yes, it does, and it's not coming off, and that's stuck. So that's a little teddy bear. Yay! Oh, that's really sweet. So that's that one done. Okay, so now let's have a look at these. And these little flowers. Okay, and we'll put one on the back. As I say, I have been on the previous ones, on these I have been putting jewellery glue on them, but they seem quite a good stick. So let's get some of these put on the backs of these little flowers. Okay, so who fancies a giveaway? So if you would like to get a cover minder, any of these that I am actually doing at the moment, then if you want to just comment with whichever one you would like, and I will put everybody into a hat that comments on this video, and somebody will win a cover minder, and I'll maybe just send you a couple of little extra bits and pieces out as well. Okay, now I'm just wondering about that one, and I'm a little bit wary about putting black back of there. Although that doesn't look too bad, does it? Let's see what that looks like. These are fitting really well. No, it's giving it a little bit of a grey tinge, hasn't it? So let's get another one, and I think we're going to have to use the super magnetic ones on these. So let's oh my goodness, this is where the fun starts. So I'm just going to use the one little one at the moment. You can get them all in different sizes, and we'll use our glue as well. So this is really good. It's got the pin in the end, look, of the glue. So it keeps it nice and fresh, as it were, and runny. And I'm just going to put the little blob actually onto the item rather than onto the magnet. And just a tiny blob, because it does expand. And then I'm going to pick this up here and just put that into the glue. And the best thing to do with these is to put them face down. Oh, now then, look, like that's showing. So actually, I either need a bigger magnet that's like reflective, or I need some magnets that are white, or some that size silver ones, because neither of those look brilliant, do they? That's not looking brilliant with that little magnet it's showing through. Okay, any that I do glue though, as I say, what I would do is find something that's magnetic and put it down, flat down, so that the glue sticks better, rather than trying to have something that's wobbling and the glue's likely to move around. If you put it down with the magnet at the bottom, then it sort of like weighs it down, and it does tend to stick better. That's what I've found anyway. Okay, so I think we're going to need possibly 2 little magnets on this one, and this is where the fun could start, because they do tend to jump that little bit, and yeah, you can end up with them all over the place. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue there. It would maybe work with one, but because these are so small, I'm going to put 2 on. Okay, right, and we'll put these magnets. So look, they'll jump off and grab onto anything magnetic. They're little devils. So I'm going to put that down there. Now this will be fun, putting this onto, oops, this one. Look, it's jumped off. And that is the trouble, and that's why you've got to be careful when you're using really strong magnets. Okay, and our fish has jumped over the other way, so we now need to put that back there. Maybe I'd be better off actually putting one on, letting it set, and then putting the other one on. I think that could be a better idea, because these are likely to just want to be together. Just try it again. Yeah, they're just going to want to be together, so I'm just going to have to put one on at the moment. Let me just put that little magnet out of the way and let that set. So I'm going to stand that over there, that way up. We'll do another one as well. We've got quite a few, because that one may end up a bit messy with a lot of glue on, and I don't want to give one out with a lot of glue on. Okay, so spinning flower. Let's grab a magnet without any glue, and let's try that again and just put a little blob on. Okay, it's a case of not putting too much, because this glue does come out quite fast. And then let's just put this magnet on. Now, the only other thing with these is, if you get them too close together, as I said, they will all just suddenly decide to jump together and stick together. So let's put that on there, and I'm going to stick it there and try and keep these as far away from each other as possible. Otherwise, they're all going to go and stick together. Okay, right, I'm going to have a go at doing this now. It's sort of stuck a little bit, but I'm going to do them a couple at a time. So we'll put that one there and that one there, because I think this is quite pretty. So you can do whatever. This would really make a nice little brooch. A lot of these would make nice little earrings as well, with summer coming up. Just that little bit of fun. And you can just put some sticker on the back of some of these, some adhesive, and let kids use them as stickers, or put them on your phones, or whatever. But yeah, I quite like them as magnets. So let's just pop that there. It doesn't need a lot of glue, because this is already sticky, but it's not sticky enough to keep something like a cabochon, like a little resin flower stuck to it. So I think this is the last one. I think we've gone all the way around. Okay, stick that one down there. Yeah, that one's got glue as well, so we'll leave that one to set over there. I do think that's pretty. I quite like that idea. Okay, right, so let's just pop that lid back on. Do you know, I can never, my eyes are so bad, I can never see these to put these pins back in these. But I've been using this glue since Christmas, and it's still going strong. Excellent. So we've just got these 4 little animals to put the magnets onto the back of now. So let's just put that one on there. That one on there. Really quick and easy to do. So I'm quite surprised at how strong these magnets, the glue on these magnets is. I'm very impressed, I have to say. And I will continue and make a few more. I've just got to work out the best way to do these now, haven't I? I suppose that's not too bad. You know, you've just, it's actually come out like a bluey colour. Rather than black, it's come out more of sort of a grey blue colour on your little gumball machine. But yeah, I would really prefer it if it I think a silver would look a lot better, a big silver. I don't think I've got any big silvers left. Now then, I've managed to find a big silver, but I think this could be too big. So let's see what size this one is. Okay, so this one is, well, it's easy to measure because it sticks to it. So this is actually 15 millimeters across. So this is a big magnet, and it is just 2mm. I do tend to try and stick to like 2mm. You don't want anything too thick underneath your canvas, but I find 1mm sometimes can be just that little bit too thin to try and get hold of. So let's have another look at these little gumball machines. So pretty. So what does that look like? Oh, now that looks a lot better. Oh, I don't know though, because once you've got the glue on, so it certainly looks better than just having the small. Oh yeah, no, actually now looking at them side by side, yeah, that does look a lot better. So let's put some glue on this one, but this again is a very strong magnet, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on it because it's going to want to escape. So we're just going to put the glue on the reverse side. I tend not to put the glue on the magnet. I tend to find it's easier to actually put it onto the little trinket, the little item. Let me know, have you made any cover minders? Have you made any little magnets? And do you put the glue on the magnet, or do you put the glue actually onto the item? I find, as I say, it's easier to put it onto the item, and then you can centre the magnet that little bit easier. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put this magnet, if it fits the right way, on there. And yeah, you see they're still movable, and put it over there. And now that's going to sit and let the glue set, because if I put it anywhere near these, they're likely to just all jump together. Okay, so we'll put that glue back on there. So you need a 15mm by 2mm magnet on the back of those. Okay, I think these are 10mm. I think they're a centimetre. Let me just double check. Oops. Yeah, these are, well, they're actually 1/2 inch, so they're about, just give that a measure. These are about between 13 and 14mm, so they're just slightly smaller than that one. Okay, I have also got these as well. These are on my curtain tie backs, and they stick together in the magnets, and I thought, oh, I could probably put something on one of these, you know, that would look quite pretty, a little flower. So if you've got curtain tie backs that are just plain, they had sort of ribbons on them, and they're wrapped around the curtains, then you could just bling that up a little bit as well and make that look really, really pretty. Okay, just all sorts of, I never throw anything away. So then I just want all my little backs to go onto my magnets. As I say, what I'll do is just probably put some nice coloured paper on the back there and cut round. Hi, so we're now on the next day, and I thought you'd just like to see how they've turned out, how the magnets have turned out. So yeah, that's the little gumball machine with the black magnet on and the silver magnet on. And yeah, I think the clear is going to be the best way to go. The mirror, now the glue's dried and everything, I think that's going to have to be, rather than one with a little tiny one on there, look. Which, yeah, the tiny one's just showing up too much. So I'll probably take that one off and see if I can get some more that size. And the black ones, yeah, I'll probably take that one off as well. Although it does look grey, but yeah, not good, not good. Okay, so the fish. What I had to do, I put the one on, and then I had to wait for that to dry. And as you can see, I've had a bit of fun with these. And then I had to glue the next one on. Now, this was really awkward, because every time I put this magnet on this side, next to the glue on this side, next to the magnet on this side, then that magnet went whee and spread the glue right across the fish. So what I had to do was put them on, hold them both, and stick them down really quickly onto this piece of magnetic sheet, and then it sort of held them. I held them a little bit so that it set a little bit, and as you can see now, it has set overnight. So yeah, that was a little bit faffy to do, putting those on, but at least they're now on, and that one has still just got the one on. So let's see if we can put the second one on and see if I can recreate it. Now then, let me zoom in a little bit. I've got, these magnets are so powerful, though, that's the trouble. And just zoom in. Right, so this little magnet's got my fingerprint on it there, look. This little magnet here is going to want to grab onto this little magnet here. Because look, as soon as you put that... Oh, it's not going... Yeah. Did you see that? As soon as you put that there, it's just wanting to jump across. So this is where the fun starts. Okay. Yeah, magnets, magnetism, So we'll put a little bit of glue. I suppose in this respect, using your glue gun, which will actually make your magnets, which will actually stick everything within seconds, that probably works better than using a wet glue that has to dry, albeit this is fairly quick drying. So let's just pop that over there for now. This is just like a jewellery glue. And now, this is the fun part, I'm going to have to cover that magnet over, and I'm going to have to put that magnet on there. Look, you can see it already wanting to lift up and go and join its friend. And then I'm going to have to hold that and put it down on there really, really quickly, and then now leave that. Because if I lifted that up now, that little magnet would just go whee and join its friend over at that side. So, fingers crossed that's stuck enough now for it not to move. And then, good old Blue Peter style, this is the one that you end up with. Okay, so comment down below if you would like to win one of these little cover minders. It's open worldwide, and I'll probably put a couple of little bits and pieces in for you as well. I'm not going to move those because they're, yeah, just sticking, and I don't want the magnets to come off. So if you comment down below either tortoise, snail, ladybird, goldfish, daisy, sunflower, cat, dog, gumball, teddy, bluefish or flower set, and let me know, and these will be winging its way out to somebody. So I hope you found this useful. As I say, it's been a little bit of fun. I'm always learning, and I think with crafting you do learn all the time as well. I'm always on the lookout for little bits and pieces to do. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at these with me and having a little bit of a play with some cover minders. If you have, a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. Any comments or questions in the comments down below. Don't forget to go and check out beebeecraft.com, as I'll put the links to everything I've used down below. I am an affiliate, try and be open and honest, so if you do use any of my links, then I do get a small commission from it. Okay, well thank you Beebeecraft for sending me all these. If you would like to come back and see what we get up to next, then if you press that subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell that pops up, you'll be notified when any of my videos come up, so you're not going to miss anything. Yay! Okay, thank you ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.